Good Monday morning, everybody. Chris with the Morning Mementos here. Hope everybody's well. Hope y'all got a good weekend. Um, Mine was busy. Took a little time off and rested yesterday. But all in all, a very good weekend. Um, Monday mornings, uh, they don't. I'm grateful for them these days. A lot of Monday mornings in my life were hard to get over. The more days off I had in a row, the the harder it was to get going again the first day back at work. I used to beat myself up pretty hard physically over long stints of being off work. Um, no, don't miss that piece. Don't miss the old Monday mornings a bit. Um, as we go along here, I brought us something else to read and think on today. But if you've got any requests, if you got anything, I've got a bunch of topic books and I've been through them so much. It's um, most a lot of the things that I read now is a little bit more repetitious, but I love going back and seeing things. So if there's anything that you want me to revisit or any particular topic or whatever, I can probably come up with something on it. Be glad to do it. Just let me know. Leave me a little information in the comment section and we'll see what we can do. Today, I found a book early in the journey called Boundaries. It is Christian based. It's got a lot to do with our relationships with ourselves and with others. And I found a lot of value in it when I become open to reading it. Some of the things stung a little bit. Some of the things I found I honestly did not recognize or did not understand, did not know. A whole lot of this journey has been cutting myself a little bit of a break and giving myself some grace. But it took a little while to do that, for me anyway, because I had such disdain. I had a lot of issues with me and the way that I conducted myself. And I never really understood that I wasn't a bad man. I was a very sick man. But that's okay. Today I understand. I did bad things. No getting away from it. But my promise to myself and my God and my program is, I've cleaned these things up as best that I can. I've said my sorries. I've made restitution. I've made amends to the best of my ability. But the main thing is stop it. Stop it. A buddy of mine told me one time recently, actually, I loved it. A friend of mine said, if it's still happening, it's not old behavior. If you know, you know. If it's still happening, you can't call it old behavior. So I'm still working on that, but it's part of the journey for me. And once I got the alcohol and the drugs out of my body, it was a whole lot easier to not do some of the things that I questioned why in the world I would have ever thought was a good idea to do. So if you feel like you stretch too thin, if you feel like you're always doing something for everyone, if you feel like you're not good enough, if you feel like you want more information on your relationships, this is a great book. So I just picked out a real simple piece today. This is from page 27 in the book. Again, it's called Boundaries. It's by Dr. Henry Cloud and Dr. John Townsend. I'm just going to read a little bit real quick. Any confusion of responsibility and ownership in our lives is a problem of boundaries. Just as homeowners set physical property lines around their land, we need to set mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual boundaries for our lives to help us distinguish what is our responsibility and what isn't. As we see in our many struggles, the inability to set appropriate boundaries at appropriate times with the appropriate people can be very destructive. This is one of the most serious problems facing Christians today. Many sincere, dedicated believers struggle with tremendous confusion about when it is biblically appropriate to set limits. When confronted with a lack of boundaries, they raise good questions. Like, can I set limits and still be a loving person? What are legitimate boundaries? What if someone is upset or hurt by my boundaries? How do I answer someone who wants my time, love, energy, or money? Why do I feel guilty or afraid when I consider setting boundaries? How do boundaries relate to mutual submission within marriage? Aren't boundaries selfish? A lot of decent questions there. Sometimes we feel like we ought to do something. And if we've overdone it in the past with individuals, we can also kind of get the sense sometimes that maybe we're being taken advantage of, or maybe it's not in our best interest, or maybe we're not helping the person that we're trying to help. Anyway, it's a great book. I can go into it a little bit deeper and probably will. Again, if you all have any particular topics or anything you want to cover, let me know. I would be glad to try to research and find something and study up on it. Other than that, I'm going to get my Monday going. I appreciate y'all joining me. Please like, share, give me some feedback in the comments section. Talk to me a little bit. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What could I do differently? What could be helpful? Y'all don't like my pajamas, man? Am I drinking too much coffee? What's going on? We're trying to get this thing to grow a little bit, and I appreciate y'all joining me. Make it a great Monday, y'all. Have a blessed day, and Lord willing, see you tomorrow.